season we gonna talk about?
We're gonna start with season 1.
Season 1. You think ready?
Ooh, pipe up. Ooh, pipe up. Ooh.
No, I'm Gucci.
No, bro, no, bro, cause you petty, bro.
What the hell are you talking about right now?
My bad, okay? Please leave that in there.
No way, I'm gonna be able to do this.
I'm not even kidding you. Like Butler rocks.
Butler Code. And this is Butler Code. Butler Code, part 1. With
Get it started.
academics.
Let's get it started.
I cannot be held accountable grade-wise for anything I said. That's gotta be written somewhere in the credits or something.
Schedule classes around your meal times,
Yeah.
for sure. That's the only way I get through it.
Honestly.
In high school, they made it sound like you were gonna work so hard.
I worked hard in high school.
I
worked in college.
Yeah, I feel like I worked harder in high school and I was really afraid. And now here I'm just really relaxed and it's really not that bad.
I'll probably learn more in internships than I have in any classroom. I think that's natural though. Being in the real world, you're gonna learn real world things that you're gonna use.
This semester I'm only taking 12 credit hours because that is all I could get into because Butler sucks and I can't register for any of my damn classes.
And people that complain about their majors, what are you doing? You chose that. Like, no one was like, you have to be this major.
Stereotypically, I'd say people that are pre-med or pharmacy majors say that that's the hardest major there is here. And another stereotype is that education is an easier major, but I completely disagree with both of those.
See, I've talked about this a lot. So there's not really a way to pinpoint a hard or easy major because interest and skills factor in, and passion factor in.
I think the PA majors think they're the hardest major because they talk about it a lot.
I definitely think pharmacy, but I mean, also PA. I give PAs credit a lot because they have to have like tests every week, and we only have to have tests like every 3 weeks or so for clusters.
Okay, I'm gonna say something about pharmacy majors. They're not gonna like this.
Go.
Is they always complain about clusters, and I understand it's a bunch of tests or whatever, and it's hard. But you know what you're getting into. Like, I don't want to hear people complaining. I hate that when people complain about clusters.
Real talk, they sometimes make it a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Hardest? I don't know any. I'm okay at science, so I'd say probably like pharmacy or something.
Honestly, I think one of the hardest things here is the engineering, the dual degree with here in IUPUI.
Maybe accounting or pharmacy, I would say, or biology.
Oh, this is putting us in a bad spot. Oh, someone's gonna hate us for this.
You know what? To be honest, I feel like the hardest is probably ballet. But literally our freshman year, the girl who lived across from us was a dance major. She's not anymore. And they have like this thing where they just sit on a stool, and she said there's literally a box of tissues next to it in front of like the professors, and they just tell you what you're doing well and what you're doing wrong. And she said this dude literally looked at her and said, "Your thighs are huge." Damn!
Dance major probably is the easiest because I can pop lock.
Right.
If you watch a couple episodes, you
I can Harlem Shake, I can dab on them.
You got
Give me a scholarship, you know what I'm saying?
They're good.
Easiest? I don't know, probably like art or some shit. I don't know.
I would say that both of us probably have the easiest majors. Like, communications is like pretty common sense. I mean, you just talk to people. It's like the physical education teachers. Like, they just play sports every day. That's what they have to do.
Don't they have to learn about the human body?
I don't think that much. Elementary ed, definitely.
The easiest major, I mean, I hate to say it, but education, I mean, it's like, I see these snap stories of people that are drawing. They are doing drawings in coloring books.
I know for a fact, like, there's a lot of people that think that education is one of the easier ones, but there's a lot of people that are in that major that are like, no, it's actually really hard.
Not everybody has the social skills to be a teacher. I mean, maybe like their workload isn't as intense as like the natural science majors, but
I love group work. I love meeting new friends, meeting strangers.
But yeah, group work sucks, especially in political science, because
everybody wants to be a leader, but then there's people who are just like, okay, cool, there's a bunch of leaders, so let me just not do anything.
So pretty much we were in robotic programming and we had to like design a robot. We kept procrastinating to the point where we started failing assignments. So I had to like step up and like become the leader of the group. And I've never pulled so many all-nighters in my life. So we like created this Mario program for the robot. So where there's like 2 characters going at it, collecting coins and stuff. The night before, worked it 3 times, worked out perfectly fine. The day of class, it comes, fucking goes to shit. No robot moves, all the batteries are charged. They kept running into the wall. I wanted to break down. I was so pissed.
I'm confident that the departments that I'm involved in will help me get a job.
We got a 98% placement at Butler.
I'm from Chicago.
No,
that means I'm gonna go home and get placed in a coffin. That's bullshit, bro.
I think not by what I've accomplished at Butler would be able to get me a job, but what I've done outside of it and kind of like what I've been promoting myself and kind of the connections that I've made throughout my years.
I've met a lot of people that can help me get into a job after I graduate.
I mean, no matter what job you go into, they're going to train you anyways. So I feel like a lot of stuff, especially for my class, I feel like a lot of shit is just unnecessary. Like, it's just a lot of unnecessary stuff you have to do.
One time, we were in GHS together.
Oh, that was a good time.
And we sat in the back of the classroom, and she got mad at me because I kept talking to her the whole time.
I've never been like hated by a professor, but I guarantee that he hated me because of her.
I just talked.
And then she would message me and ask to play
Online games.
Online group games.
I'll say I did have one class I enjoyed for my natural world. I had, it was like Earth Systems Science, and it was pretty much was like magic school, but it's like every day we either like would make milkshakes or like some kind of sandwich, or like we had field trips, and it was like, it wasn't even like it was an actual class. And like
I had nobody has a good FYS. My FYS was Tai Chi. No, it was called Yielding, Yin Yang, and You, and we did Tai Chi. It was all in Chinese. It was pretty awful, but it was also an easy A because we don't speak Chinese. So.
Coding, it's a great class.
We got cultural requirements.
What the fuck is that?
That don't got shit to do with nothing.
8 before you graduate.
I done went to the fucking Nutcracker and didn't know what it was about.
Most of the stuff, it can be difficult, but how the teachers are, they're more open and friendly, so you can easily talk to them. You can see them as a friend, and that helps you in the learning because they know you, they know how you learn and how you develop, so then it's easier for them to reach to you and help you with other stuff.
I had a professor last semester, horrible guy. He was completely biased. He asked people who they were voting for in the presidential elections, and then made fun of people who he didn't like. And then he didn't even accept my friend request on Facebook, so then I really got pissed off.
Now, you know what? I always try to, sounds like I'm gonna suck up. I always try to make friends with my professors. I always like having that relationship and be able to talk to them.
So, I'm horrible at Spanish. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Nothing sticks up here. So I've taken Spanish for 4 semesters. I have been told it sounds like I'm talking with a potato in my mouth. I have been asked if I actually studied for the test. I have been, I don't even know, what else happened?
I don't know, but these comments are all made by professors. Well, I'm always confused because the library closes at like midnight, and I don't know if you've ever been there when it closes, but like it's dead silent and all of a sudden they start blasting country music. Have you ever been there for it? It's so scary. It's like terrifying. You don't know what's happening, and it's like just breaks out in this loud sound, and you're like, I just like run out of there. I don't know.
I guess I'm outie. I don't know. I'm done with this. I'm gonna drink some more Sunday. I don't care which camera I'm supposed to look at. Does it matter? This one. Yep. All right. This is Connor Mahone, and this is Butler Code, and I'm outie. Mwah.
Yep.
Where are you gonna park? I don't know. Still one of my big questions. But not anymore because I live in a senior house.
I don't know, I kind of feel like the parking situation here is just like, it's something that'll never be fixed because we're definitely landlocked.
Yeah, parking's a shit show. There's no good way to like talk about parking.
Honestly, I don't even drive and I get so mad about parking.
It's like fight to the death. When we were like juniors, I would like not move my car.
First of all, y'all don't even, everybody wants to complain about this parking, and I'm just like, okay, you don't have anywhere to park. But also, how much time do you realistically spend on this campus? Are you here 3 weeks before everybody else moves in? Do you have to sacrifice your breaks occasionally to stay here? Do you stay here for 3 days after everyone moves out? No. I'm here more than any other resident in any residence hall except for the other RAs, and I deserve my own fucking parking space.
Oh, and those new space pods that they put in front of, like, between Ross and Resco, those blue IndyCar things or whatever.
It took us so long to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, when they were first putting them in there, we would just walk past and be like, what are these space pods?
Parking is terrible. I want to know why they decided to put in those blue Indy cars.
I don't know.
I really like trying to watch people parallel park that are just really bad at it.
It's my favorite.
And they're
Great
just like
pastime.
trying and laughing, and I'm like, it's not funny. You should know how to do this.
So I think a lot of times, a lot of Butler problems are just kind of over exaggerated because people are a little extra lazy. Like I-Lot is kind of far on Butler's campus, but realistically, it's not that far to go walk to your car.
Parking thing is always a struggle because freshman year I had to park at I-Lot, which seems like it would be close, but after you take one walk, you figure out it's not really that close.
When I got here and I had to park in an I-Lot and I lived in Ross, I thought that was like the longest walk ever. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this.
I know even parking at the I-Lot, that's a joke. 99 steps, that's not for me.
Oh, it is 99 steps.
Someone that counted, we were like, no, we're not doing that.
It's almost like you have to have a canoe to get across the canal, and it's a disaster, so.
If we're having problems now with 4,500, imagine when we actually jump up another 2,000.
I know a lot of people that have had multiple parking tickets because they're lazy and they're like, I'm not about to be like walking all the way to like Fairbanks, so I'm gonna park there, and then they get ticketed.
I've never received a parking ticket, but my roommate got 10 last week.
I think that year, probably 6, and I think I've picked up one I've picked up one this year only. So I'm doing better this year.
I have actually gotten 0 parking tickets myself because I am a good estudiante and I park in the B parking.
Total, I mean, I guess not a lot. I know people have had more, but total, I probably had about 15.
I've gotten a lot of parking tickets. I'm trying to think of how many. More than I can count. More than I can count for sure.
Fun fact for you Butler fans, if you do think you can get away with not having a parking pass, you cannot. They will eventually look up your license plate, find out who you are, email you through the Butler system, and tell you you have to pay for the tickets and a parking pass. And they'll charge it to your student account.
No, one time one of the officers did come into Starbucks and said, hey, if anybody has parking tickets, this was in December for Christmas, he said he'd pay them off, and I had too many for him to take all of mine and pay them all off, so he had maybe keep a couple.
I kid you not, some girl walked in with 6 parking tickets. I am not even kidding you. They only paid for 3 of them.
I saw that happening and I called my friend and I was like, hey, you know those 9 parking tickets that you have taped to your parking ticket wall of fame? Yeah, get them over here like now.
Butler's small enough, we could just have one sticker, just pay for one type of sticker and you can park anywhere. I truly don't understand the parking situation.
I know they have designated areas, but at the same time, it's like, one, we pay to go to school here. So if I damn well want to come and park here, I'm gonna do it.
They go up, I'm pretty sure freshman year B parking was $75, and then sophomore year all parking was $200. I was like, what the hell?
I got my car towed this year.
Tell them, man.
I got my car towed flat out, so.
Okay, freshman year and sophomore year, I always fought with my friends on who was gonna drive because they didn't want to give up the parking spot because we knew when we got back we wouldn't have a parking spot and we would take forever to find one.
I go to the gym or whatever, stressed out. I call BPD, they like, yeah, your car got towed. I gotta go find a ride to the fucking tow company. I drove. They charged me $110 to get my car back.
I can tell you that one thing. I parked in the spot for 2 seconds and I get a green ticket. Can't even. It's going home. I was in Starbucks for 2 minutes.
Took 5 minutes. We got a sandwich.
And then
we
I
were
get
so
ticket
excited
and I
about
hate
getting the
it.
sandwiches, and then we come outside and we had a ticket.
Construction, Lord have mercy.
I'm so happy about construction because when I came here, that's the one thing I wanted to see was after having a beautiful campus and coming here because it was a really pretty campus. The next year, the whole lawn being torn up.
I mean, when I came back after the summer this year and the mall was ripped to shreds, I said, oh.
TG, we do not live right by that construction stuff, I would not be able to.
If
deal
I
with
lived
that.
in Resco, I would lose my mind.
I can't sleep at night. It's so loud.
Damn near though, they do be doing that shit at awkward times though, for real.
Weird times.
Right behind Resco.
Also, Fairview House looks hella cool. And I'm really jealous that I
What
won't be
is
able
that?
to be there. The new President's Hall.
Sorry, I didn't know the name of it.
I like it though, because there's gonna be a Scotty's in that new parking garage, and I'm about that.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not
senior
mad.
year, I'm living like across from it, so I'm really about that.
But yeah, actually, the like 2-story rooms that are gonna be in there.
Yeah.
I think that's the dumbest thing you can do. Like, what's worse than putting a bunch of drunk sophomores in a room with a balcony where they can party?
It's just a nuisance. There's always something going on.
Remember Beautiful? Like when we would talk about our campus?
I don't even know what's wrong with Jordan Hall. Like, is there something that needs to be fixed?
Isn't it like they took all the scaffolding down? So for the most part, it's
Well,
pretty
no,
much
they
fine.
just moved it around.
Oh, they just moved it down?
Yeah, all they do is like move it down and then like keep working on it like continuously until never.
Whatever, they've been working on it since I've been here, and it always looks the same, like before, and then when they moved, it looked the same again. Maybe that's what they were going for, I don't know. But
My freshman year, like when we were freshmen, there were seniors that were telling us, do you remember, it's like the 3rd floor, like, you know,
I know exactly what you're talking about already.
The hose that is like hanging down.
Oh, yeah.
When we were freshmen, the seniors were telling us it was there when they were freshmen. So it's been a solid like 7 years now, and it will be 8 after we graduate that it's been there that we know of. It could have been longer, so that's why I'm like, it'll never be fixed.
It's okay. We can build a whole new building in less than a year, but when it comes to fixing something that's been here for a while and everybody uses every day.
Not have hoses hanging out of the damn walls. Like I thank God it's not on the 1st floor, because like if like a tour guide like bring it through Jordan Hall, like this is the hose that will never be like cleaned up. Like
Nope, we'll just with garbage buckets like fix the leaks. It's all good.
we're a prestigious university. Like we need to like act.
Run the world. Greeks. At Butler. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, I love Greek life, man. The first thing I wanted to do when I got here was just rush, man. I thought that was the best way for me to meet new people and get into different things and meet so many new friends and just become a part of the community, man.
And then I realized I'm black. They don't want me in there.
First of all, I don't think that Butler prepares you before you come here or while you're here your freshman year, or I guess first year, of like the intensity of Greek life.
Okay, so yes, I'm involved in Greek life. I'm in a fraternity, I guess I should establish that.
Alright, so I am involved in Greek life. I joined it because essentially on this campus it's kind of tough not to be in a house.
Well, I think I'd have to agree that it definitely is a big part of student life here.
Especially at Butler. They convince you that like Greek life is not prominent or dominant or whatever the term is, but hell yeah it is.
I've noticed that the Greek life people tend to stick together. That's just one thing I've noticed, and they intermingle with the different fraternities and sororities. If you're outside of that bubble, it's kind of tough to get in. That's just my perspective.
And I know I've talked to a lot of first years that have mentioned, like, even if they didn't want to go through recruitment, they felt like they had to because so many people were involved in Greek life.
You're not a part of campus unless you're a part of that.
Yeah, I'm involved in Greek life. I think it's really fun. It makes it so you have a lot of activities.
I just don't like how busy it makes me and how I'm forced to be at a place. Because I love all the things that we do, but I don't like being forced to be there.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a moment every now and then where I'm like, God, you know, I'd have so much more free time if I didn't have to do this and this and this. But it's like those moments are worth it.
And, you know, quite frankly, I'm gonna just call it white Greek life. It's predominantly white, that's what it is.
But then after I started freshman year on campus, I saw like the strong influence that it had on campus, and I was like, there's no way that it's just 40% and 60%.
There's definitely not an even balance. And I think that maybe there's a better way the university could program other Greek things or non-Greek things.
It's more of like who you know than the actual values of the particular Greek houses.
I remember talking to my parents with it. My mom actually thought like it was like a cult. She was like, oh no, they were gonna do like, you know, sacrifice and rituals. I spent like almost an hour talking to like, it's nothing like that.
Fraternities and sororities completely different. If you join a sorority, you know, a lot of them get initiated really quickly. There's a lot more gift giving in sororities than fraternities, I would say.
A big difference that comes to my mind is the difference between rush week for both of them. Because like for us, we're busy from 8 a.m. to like midnight basically. Not really, but kind of sometimes. It just kind of depends on the day. And they're busy for like 4 hours and they just eat food.
I basically came back for Rush Week because people said it was a fun time. Basically, you go to houses and get free food, and then you come back and do nothing. I watched the whole series of Breaking Bad just in Rush Week, all 6 seasons.
Fraternities, you know, it's a lot more structured. You have to learn a lot of core values and things like that. And
I think they have a little bit more freedom.
We don't.
I would say freshman year I never planned on joining a fraternity. Honestly, like Rush Week I thought was like just gonna be a time to come back and just hang out before school starts.
Going back to freshman year, coming back, I never would have seen myself, I guess, joining a Greek house. Like, this is something I tell pretty much everyone that asks, but like the reason why I came back that after Christmas was mainly just to like get over jet lag and stuff.
Because she was stupid and didn't wear, she took off her heels and didn't have shoes and it was snowing.
That's horrible.
And she walked house to house and she ended up getting frostbite. What? And I'm like, great, this is Hell Week. I'm so glad I didn't do it.
The issue with my plan, you know, to go to places buy food, it got cold. It was like -3 degrees.
That's why.
So some of the houses that are further away from Ross didn't get any of my attention.
Like, and so like I was here and they would like, I feel like it was like one after the other. It's like somebody would come in and was like, I just need to talk to you about this. Like, this is awful. And then 2 hours later, somebody else would come in crying. I'm like, this sounds like it sucks.
Greek life change how people act. Like everybody start doing shit that they ain't used to doing.
A lot of people are definitely involved in Greek life, but it depends because it kind of helps weed out your friends because a lot of people change when they go into houses.
And I just, you know, was in my room just chilling all the time, just watching Family Guy and not having anyone to hang out with, so.
I do think that socially, like I'm a social butterfly. I like being social. I like going to parties. I like hanging out with people. It's hard. Like, it's really hard not being in Greek life.
TBH, no, because I know I'd feel left out.
I think if I was at a different school, I don't know if I would have gone through recruitment. Like a bigger school, I don't know if I would really fit in with that or if I really like it, but here, definitely at Butler, I'm really glad that I'm in this already.
People outside kind of see it as just like a lot of bad stuff.
I'm not a sorority girl. I don't fit the personality. I like being independent. I like having a personality.
Yeah.
Even though we try to say that.
That's, I think, why they spend a lot of their time being like, oh, GDI, blah.
You do not go right up to your room after you go out. Like, you go to the kitchen, you chill, you make ramen, eat your late plate, you talk. It's like story time. And then after you've sat there for 2 to 3 hours, then you can go upstairs and go to sleep.
Like, it's been fine being an independent. Like, that's just who I am.
You know, you can be completely happy in a fraternity, you can be completely happy in a sorority, you can be completely happy not being in either.
It wasn't as bad as like you'd seen in the movies like American Pie and stuff like that. You know, it kind of over exaggerates.
I remember that night we went out and I got duct taped together.
Yeah, like literally duct tape all around.
Like this.
There's a video.
I agree. It's like I've eaten so many people's late plates that did not have my name on it. And then the next morning I'm like, hey yo, it's your girl Maggie. Sorry, I ate your late plate.
I joined because it gave me some opportunities, some brotherhood.
I don't think I need it. You know, it's like, do I need to be in a relationship right now? No, I don't need it. The Teespring train just rolls on solo.
It's given me a lot, and being in a house has given me like a good support system and super good friends.
Overall though, I guess Greek life isn't all that bad. Actually, I guess I enjoy it.
You know, so far I'm enjoying it, I'm loving it, and I want to say it's definitely one of the better decisions I've made here at Butler.
But I think I'm done because the lights hurt my eyes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go shopping.
I have
I'm
to
not
pee.
ready. I have to go though.
Ready?
Cut. Boom.